one of the many reasons you decided to do basketball?
So I've just been playing basketball for as long as I can remember. So I just feel like I started in second grade and just stuck with it. So yeah, I just been playing ever since.
Very nice. Was there any particular athlete or basketball star who you looked up to?
Oh, good question. I think I've always thinking of like bigger picture. I've always liked Steph Curry probably the most. So I'll probably just stick with Curry on that one.
Very nice. All right. So, who were the people who had a big influence in your life?
Oh, good question. I think that obviously my family and my parents have always been supportive of me, especially coming to Stevens. So I would say my family and my closest friends and teammates have always had a large influence on my life.
Very nice. So, at what age did you decide to do basketball at? Which we already kind of went over this. So, what
Second
future
grade.
goals? What?
Yeah, second grade around there.
Okay. So, what age? Okay, so serious. So, what future goals do you have in life, and what is one way you plan to achieve that?
Wow. I think goals are a great thing to have. I'm going to college to in the fall to play both basketball and volleyball. So I'm just hoping that that goes good and then just trusting whatever else comes my way.
Very nice. So, what is one piece of advice you would give to someone for wanting to become a basketball player?
Oh, um, I just feel like sports, especially volleyball and basketball, are such mental games. So I just feel like having that confidence and positivity is always a good thing, something that I still need to work on and something that will be good for players who want to start basketball. So, yeah.
Very nice. All right. So, what sacrifices have you made to do basketball, and why do you think it's important for people to have these sacrifices?
Um, Sports, if you're in sports, you know that like sacrifices have to be made and you have to choose certain things over other things. So I just feel like and you're on a team and you want to win, then you'll just those sacrifices will be made and you don't have a problem. So
Very nice. All right. So, why do you think it's important for people to get a good education, and how do you view the benefits in your own personal experiences?
yeah, school and education is obviously very important and will get you far. I feel like with being an athlete, you have to have a good education. You have to be on top of stuff. So I just feel like it's very important, especially with me going into college. So yeah.
Very nice. All right. So, what is one of your proudest accomplishments in basketball?
Ooh. Well, so I came to Stevens my junior year in like October, so I just missed out on the volleyball season. So my first basketball season at Stevens, we made it to the state championship. So that was definitely the highlight of my basketball career, and hopefully we might get there again.
Yep. Hopefully, you always have to have those positivity, or you always have to have positivity. So, yeah, definitely
Yeah.
something that you definitely can look forward to. What do you typically do during the off season?
For me, I don't really have an off season. I mean, it just volleyball, basketball, and track, and in the summer you're doing all those again. So I just feel like I'm either doing my other sport in the off season pretty much.
Very nice. So, let's see here. What do you typically do in your free time?
Oh, besides sports, I like to hang out with my friends and my family. Just pretty much, I like to take naps, all that kind of stuff. So,
Very cool. All right. So, what is one of your funniest moments as a basketball player and why?
something I love about this Stevens team is that we're all so close and we all have such a great sense of humor. And so I can't pick any certain moments because every day is just
A unique
another.
one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Makes sense. So, second section. What is one piece of advice you'd for future people looking to becoming a volleyball player?
Yeah, volleyball especially is just such a mental sport, and you have like it could like a mistake in basketball, you just I don't know, you just get back on defense. But volleyball, it could cost the other team a point and could cost them a game. So you just have to stay positive and just have that mental gain. So it's definitely very important for people who want to play to know that.
Yeah. So let's hear. What was one of the most enjoyable games you played as a volleyball player and why?
Oh, so yeah, this was like I said, I came here in October of last year, so just missed last year's volleyball season. So this
Yep.
my senior first season at Stevens. So I would say that the Sodak 16 game to get to state was pretty enjoyable. That 5 set battles that we pulled out was pretty fun. So
Very nice. All right. So, what is one game you could replay and why?
probably that one again. It was
Yeah.
just yeah, it was just one that was memorable and that I'll remember for a while. So
Okay. So, how do you want to be remembered?
oh, that's a very good question. Um, I would say that especially being a senior this year, I would just want to be remembered as a leader. I always try to be kind to our younger players, and that hopefully when they grow up to be seniors, they'll do the same to younger generations for Stevens volleyball. So I just feel like being a leader, being kind, being there for them is very important.
Very cool. All right. So, how did you gain your self-confidence?
Oh, yeah, especially in volleyball, you have to have a lot of self confidence. It's very hard to make a mistake and then move on from it, but it's just you got to do it, and so that confidence has to be there in order to help your team.
Yeah, definitely. So, what is one of the lessons you learned from playing volleyball?
Oh, it's such a mental sport, but it's such a team sport. So I feel like you just have to have those bonds with your different teams, and so
Yeah,
just being knowing each other is very important to in order to succeed.
makes sense. All right. So, let's see here. What is one of your exercise routines like?
Oh, pretty much just practice every day for whatever sport I'm in.
All right, makes sense. So, what conference game did you feel your team could do better on?
Conference like regular season games.
Yep,
Um, for basketball.
for both.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Thinking back on volleyball. Um, for both, actually, both volleyball and basketball, I want to play Brandon Valley again. I feel
Yeah,
like
that game. Hmm.
those two just we're in a little slump, but we're over them now, and so I just feel like I would want to get back at them again.
Yep, and at least we don't have to play them in the playoffs, so we're pretty lucky about that.
Yeah, I
Uh,
am like get back
yeah,
at
very
them.
cool. Hmm. So, how did you feel about your last season of basketball and volleyball?
I just felt like these were such memorable seasons, especially with us going to state for both was awesome. And I just feel like with this last week of basketball, I'm just trying to soak in every moment and enjoy it with my team. So they were very fun and something that I'll remember for a long time.
Okay. So, you obviously talked about going to college, but have you already signed for going to college?
I have. I've signed with Dakota State for both volleyball and basketball.
Very cool. So, what do you plan on studying in college?
I do not know yet, so I'll probably go in undecided. I have a few different ideas, but they're all pretty different. So I'll just get my generals done and then maybe do some job shadowing or something this summer to really see what I like and what I want to do.
Very cool, Macy. I think that will end us off. Thank you for coming on.